What's going on, YouTube? Got another little comic book haul for you here. It's kind of a mixed bag today, but a couple books came in today that I wasn't expecting to come in so soon, so I got kind of excited and decided to put a little video together. Fighting with my cat. She's trying to get to my comics. What a jerk. Alright. Well, now she's playing with her toy. Did you guys see the trailer? It's good, right? Yeah, man. It was everything I hoped for. Shazam needed some fun, some humor, and they nailed it in the trailer, so I was really happy. I got this, I guess just over a week ago, and it just arrived today. I mean, it's already shot up once. It was like $20, $25 a year or two ago. And I passed on it. I was a little skeptical when I first saw the costumes for the movie, but you know, upon further reflection, you got a 10-year-old boy as a superhero. You know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And Zach Levy, if you guys ever saw Chuck, the television show, he's sort of kind of done that before, where he was a mild-mannered retail clerk, but he was also like a sleeper agent and would get activated and whoop some ass, and he was always kind of like shocked by his own ability, and it was funny, right? So this is kind of the same thing, and I think it's going to be awesome. The trailer was really promising, so really happy to have that. And yeah, who knows? It might still go up between now and the movie. I mean, I haven't looked at prices the last couple days since the trailer dropped, but for a high grade copy, it was around like $100 Canadian anyway. What else we got? I guess we'll just build up. Got into a Facebook auction. There wasn't much, but I managed to grab this guy. I think I got paid $5 for that. Deadpool #1 from the second ongoing volume. Cool cover. Cool Clayton Crane cover. And I wanted to read these older Deadpools because I just finished Merc with a Mouth, that 13-issue run. It was really good, actually. I recommend that if you guys want to read some Deadpool. It was actually pretty good. And then they weren't even going to sell this. Some guy requested it in the comments, and then I ended up grabbing it. It's not perfect. It's got the little corner taken out here, unfortunately. But overall, not a bad copy. And I think this book's got some more room to go. So, Fantastic Four #49, first full appearance of Galactus, and first cover appearance of both Galactus and Silver Surfer. So 48's kind of getting crazy. It has been for a while. But this is a nice alternative. And you know, hopefully we'll see Galactus again, and hopefully he's not a big smoke cloud. oh man. Hopefully he's not another Parallax Galactus poop cloud. Alright, what else we got? Oh yeah, I was really happy to finally get these. Finally found them for a good deal. This set can go for quite a bit. I managed to grab these all for, I think it was $75 for all four, and they were pretty high grade. They're all probably in like that 9.4 range. Two and #1, yeah, there's like a little tick right there, but I thought for the whole set that was pretty good. I've seen #1 go for that much, so, or more. But hey, as 181 gets out of hand, or gets further out of hand, you know, I'm happy to have books like this for my Wolverine collection. And I've actually never read this story. I've heard that this is one of the better Wolverine stories, so I don't think I'm going to read these copies because of how good condition they are, but I think I'm going to see if I can find a copy online and read it. So, but still good books to have. And what else? I don't know what you guys thought about the Aquaman trailer, but I'm kind of skeptical, to be honest. I thought it felt a little, I don't want to say generic, like it was, there was lots of color and stuff, but I don't know, I got higher hopes for Shazam, to be honest with you. But anyways, off of Aquaman and onto SpiderMan. Amazing Spider-Man 122, this is the Death of the Green Goblin issue. Not a cheap book. I didn't think it actually went for as much as it did. This isn't a high grade copy, but it's pretty good. I won it at auction. I think it was $40 I paid for it. I think it might have even been free shipping. So pretty good deal there. I don't have 121 yet, but picking away at that Amazing Spider-Man run. And then this one, so the news dropped on this like probably a month ago, maybe a little more. And I had a copy sitting in my watch list for $20. I saw the article get posted, and the date stamp or the time stamp was like 9 minutes. Like I saw the article like 9 minutes after it got posted. So I raced over to my eBay account and snatched it up for $20. And then later that day it was going for like 100. So who knows if anything will come out of it, but I mean, I was on the fence about getting a copy anyways, so I figured I might as well grab it while it was still feasible. I don't know if it's still up around that much. I think the variants are. This one might have cooled off a little bit from that first day that it went bonkers, but still, who knows? Who knows what Sony's doing with their Spider-Man universe? Man, I don't know. And now they're like, oh, there's no spider on Venom's chest. There's no Spider-Man in that universe. I don't know, man. Like, your comic book fans are your base. And, you know, like, we take that shit seriously. The fact that there's no Spider-Man in Venom's origin, in his movie, that's kind of a big problem for me. But I'm still going to give the movie a chance. I love Tom Hardy. But it's just going to feel like a missed opportunity, you know? Like a Venom movie could have been this great, grand thing, and right off the hop, we're missing something. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. What else we got? Oh yeah, so I got this little 4-book lot here. Was looking for some Turner stuff, so I found these 4 books were being sold together. This is, what is this anyways? There was only one book in here that I bought the lot for. The other 3 were bonus, but this is Monster Edition, Fathom, I don't know, Christmas issue. Then I got the Wizard Zero. And this one I really like. This is the Wizard World Los Angeles exclusive. It's thick. That's a thick book. But that one's really cool. I used to really like this character back in high school. I remember recreating some covers, specifically number 12, where she's kind of like crawling sideways. Yeah, I had good taste. But this is the reason I bought the lot there. So that's number 1, and you can see got a Turner signature on there. Like he is one of my favorites, and I know we talk about him from time to time, but man, like he was just so good, so good. And this was kind of like his baby, right? Or one of them, but so this is I was trying to actually find her first appearance. So Aspen Matthews, I think, is her name, and some put this is issue number 1 as her first appearance, but I don't think it is. I think there's a there's like a preview issue. I think it's called like Fathom Preview #1. So if you're looking for her first appearance, I think that's what it is. Pretty sure. I probably got that completely wrong. So it's gonna be like, no, it's not, sir. That is not her first appearance. But whatever. All right, another Michael Turner and another first appearance. Actually, this might be a bit of a sleeper book. Well, no, not really. But Witchblade #10. This is the first appearance of the Darkness. So I don't know. Pretty cool character. I could see them adapting him and it being something kind of different and cool. I remember they did a Witchblade series back. God, it must have been like what, 15, 20 years ago, and I don't recall it being that good. But you know, with the way things are going now, they're grabbing every property with any sort of fan base or following, and a lot without. So who knows? Might be a good first appearance to get, because you can get this book cheap, man. Like cheap. So it's not a bad book to spec on. As of now, I don't think there's anything currently being discussed, but who knows? I could see it happening. So yeah, this was a Facebook auction. That was book #1. Then I grabbed a McFarlane Spidey for my run, 325, Cool Red Skull. And then this was a cool one. I was looking for this book, actually. I was keeping an eye out for it, and so I was really happy when it popped up on this auction. It's Uncanny X-Men 121, first appearance of Alpha Flight. And a lot of characters in Alpha Flight make their first appearance in here, or first full appearance, because I think their cameo was the issue prior, 120. But you got crap, who's in there now? Vindicator, Shaman, Snowbird. Who else? Sasquatch. And if you haven't read Mortal Hulk, the latest issue, #3, spoiler, Sasquatch is in it at the end. He's trying to get Bruce Banner's help. I'm guessing because he's like looking at the reflection and he can see the monster in the reflection. So Mortal Hulk's a good friggin' book right now, guys. That's one book that I'm actually reading every month. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, I've never been a huge Hulk fan, but this is kind of almost like it's almost a horror book in a sense, but not super gory, a little bit, I guess. Anyways, it's a good book. You should pick it up if you're looking for something to read, something new to read. I recommend Immortal Hulk. And then I guess speaking of horror, this was the 4th book I picked up. Tomb of Dracula #1. Cool Neil Adams cover, and just a good book to have. This isn't a high grade copy. They had it at like a 4.0, and I can see that there's some work along the spine, and that shit ain't gonna press out. But overall, the colors, everything are really nice, and I didn't have a copy of it. And forget about the movies and the specs. This is just a great bronze issue book to have. I've only read a handful of issues from that run, but I remember really liking them, so I don't know if I'll go back anytime soon. But a cool series and a cool book to have. And all right, last two books. Next one's a big one. Actually, like the next two are big ones. So this is the book that I think it was the last flash sale, and I used my eBay bucks. I got it from overseas, and it came here actually pretty fast. Bam! Hawkman, #4. First appearance of the Mistress of Magic, Zatanna. Zatanna. Oh yeah. Love Zatanna. So happy to have her first appearance. Now you can see it's got the European date stamp. Whatever, doesn't bother me. Structurally, the book's actually pretty good, except for this corner right there. I'm not really sure what happened if it got a little bit scrunched up and then flattened out. But otherwise, I mean, this is not a cheap book. So to find one in this kind of condition, I think after everything was said and done, I paid a little over $100 for it. So, so happy to have that. I don't know how much that's going to knock down the grade, but I'm thinking there's only a handful of books that I would actually consider getting graded. Otherwise, like usually, I'll just buy the book graded if I want a graded copy. But this is one that I would consider getting graded, but I just don't know how much that's gonna hurt it. But I think even in like a 5, this book goes for like pretty crazy money. So who knows? And I mean, Zatanna's a popular character without any sort of speculations or anything like that. So if she ever gets called up to the big leagues in the DCEU, then who knows? I'm hoping we'll see her in Legends next year with Constantine join the team, but that could just be wishful thinking. She did actually appear in Smallville back in the day, played by Serinda Swan, who went on to play I'll just leave this up here for a second. Serinda Swan, who played Medusa on the terrible Inhuman show. And she looked good on Smallville, man. If you can go back and find those episodes, she's only in like 2 or 3 episodes, and I forget which seasons, but I remember, I vividly remember what she looked like. And if you want a cool live action Zatanna, go back and watch those Smallville episodes. Smallville was a good show, man. Underrated show. Well, I guess it couldn't have been too underrated. The last 10 seasons. All right, last book. Another big one for me. So happy to have this in my collection. Bam. Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of Johnny Blaze, the Ghost Rider, and Roxanne Simpson. Right on. Gotta get that Roxanne Simpson first appearance right there. Simpson. It's Simpson. But, man, Ghost Rider, first appearance. Love it, man. And I think this book has got room to grow. I mean, it's already not a cheap book, but it's been pretty quiet on the Ghost Rider front. I mean, we had Robbie Reyes last year on S.H.I.E.L.D., but I mean, for most people, myself included, Johnny Blaze is the Ghost Rider, man. So I don't know. I know Marvel's starting up a new Marvel Knights line, so we might see some Ghost Rider action in there. Might see Blade, Punisher, whoever. But again, I think this book, even though it's not cheap now, could still go up. So this copy, it is a 4.5. My biggest gripe with it is that it's not super centered. You can see the top border there. Otherwise, it's your typical 4.5 black cover with some ticks on it. But I'm still happy. I mean, this is a pretty big book for my collection, so it's coming along. I gotta say, it's coming along. All right, guys. I think that's all the books I got. Yeah, no, that's all the books I got. I know. I already knew that before I said it. But hopefully it won't be too long before I see you guys again. And thanks for watching. Peace.